Hey everybody, Greg Welcome Treasures here. First off, yes, I'm still wearing the shades. My eyes are still a little bit red, so it's kind of distracting. So it just makes it easier for me to sit here and talk in front of the monitor and under a light if I have them on. So yeah, okay, it's middle of the night and I'm sitting here with shades on. I'm just not too cool for school. It's actually for a reason. What I wanted to say is this. First off, the next video I was planning to make was actually just a summary of everything that happened in the Vlog TV charity marathon that happened this weekend, which I just love and went so well. That will be the very next video. After that video, this is the link to where I will be moving to. I'm moving YouTube channels and Vlog TV channels to a new one. I will explain why in the very first one, but if you would like to still follow me along, I'd greatly appreciate it. But hit that up, move over there, because I might post once in a while to this, but not very often after this particular or the next video actually. Okay, so that being said, the next video will be encompass everything that happened during the charity marathon, but I actually got home and I got a PM from someone, and I felt the need to actually voice my opinion about this. At first I was just livid. I was really pissed off, but I calmed down and I'm like, instead of being, pissed and returning the PM with another PM basically cussing and screaming and stuff, then I just sit here and show you what happened and let you be the judge. I'll state my side and I will welcome this individual to make another video explaining why he thinks that he's right. So when I got home, I got a PM from TLSlayer. Now this comes in two different emails, one on the 18th, the next one on the 19th, so I'm going to break these down individually. The very first email said, I need to give you a little back history. What happened is that during the marathon, TLSlayer came on and he posted a link to his YouTube channel and he was kicked out for it. That's the backstory. That's it. Okay, I was rated for the first 5 minutes until I saw the barely noticeable no link without permission. Fair enough, I apologize. But is it too much to ask for a fucking warning? I mean, I was behaving myself and it was only a YouTube profile link. Calm the fuck down. I have never in my life apologized to someone where I apologized and actually meant it and then went on to blame them for what I was apologizing for. You say right there, it is put on there, the no links without permission, and that you did it. And then you ask for me for a warning and tell me to calm the fuck down. Okay, in the real world, I didn't kick you. I didn't see you being kicked. There were, it was Wes and Zach who were in the room, and Wes remembers that specific kick. And he informed me that you had posted your YouTube profile link, which I could have gotten from that anyway, but he remembers that. That's a legitimate kick. Okay, so it could have been me if I had seen that. Now, I'm the first to admit that there were some kicks in that charity show that were not legitimate, and I took away some op privileges, and I talked to the ops, and one time I actually got really irked at them. This was not one of those. This is a legitimate kick. Let me show you right here. On the Vlog TV page itself, right here up here in the head and the top banner, no links without permission, no trolling, open minds only. I specifically only made 3 rules for this. These are basically common sense rules so that everyone can have the freedom to do and say and have fun without having overbearing rules. If that wasn't enough, right down here in the information bar, in big, capital, bold letters, first rule, no links without permission from an op. No trolling, and open minds only. Same 3 rules. The first one right off the bat, no links without permission. That's mainly because I don't want people coming in there and posting links to Viagra, or crap, or virus links, whatever. God knows what you can get if you click on the wrong link. Who knows? But that's basically what it was in there for. But also, I'd appreciate people coming in there and not trying to pimp their stuff in the middle of a charity show. Now, that's the first one, and that one kind of irked me. The next day, on the 19th, this is what I got. This is in 3 different sections, so let me break down the first section. I forgot to mention last night because I was drunk. I didn't see your rules as you listed them above the video window, which were hardly noticeable. When I first arrive in the Vlog TV, I wait for it to load and then adjust my text, and then I focus on the conversation. And the video, you want to have rules, inform people of them in the fucking title bar. See, you just actually answered what I was going to say in that last sentence. If you want to have rules, inform people of them in the title bar. Why is it called a title bar? It's called a title bar because that's the title of the show. Be it St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital Charity Marathon, or Bob's Big Birthday Bash, or Steve's last show before he ships off to Iraq, whatever. It's a title bar because it's a title bar. Not a place for rules. Rules should be posted in other places. Well, these rules are actually common sense rules. There's nothing in those rules that should go beyond common sense. But if you do have rules that do go beyond common sense, then post them up in the banner, post them around, or inform people, yeah, but these rules, there they were, right there. No links without permission, no trolling, and open minds only. Also down in the description for the channel itself. And the next section said this: if I had seen the rules, I would have left. Okay, I'm going to stop right there on that part. Here's what you say: if I had seen the rules, I would have left. So here's what happened: you came into the room and you spammed your junk, or you spammed your stuff. I don't call it junk. You spammed your stuff. Then you got kicked out of the room. Whereas if you had seen the rules, then you would have left. The worst case scenario, worst thing that happens, if you get kicked out of a room, you can still watch it. You can still watch the show. You just can't come back in the room for 15 minutes. If I get kicked out of a room, then I'll go eat a candy bar. I'll check out someone else's show. I'll sit down and I'll drink some tea or something. That's the worst thing that happens if you get kicked out of a room. You don't get points against your driver's license or anything. So you would have left anyway without spamming your stuff. And in this case, you actually spammed your stuff and then left. So how is that a lose situation? As for me being important, it sounds like you feel you're the one who's important. Yes, absolutely. In my show, on my blog TV channel that I am hosting, I am more important than you. If you are doing a show on blog TV and I come in there as a chatter or someone watching or whatever, you are more important. Am I more important in the big general scheme of things of the world? No. Are you more important? No. But you know what? If I have a YouTube channel, what happens on that channel? I'm more important than you in that channel. On a blog TV show, if I'm hosting a show, then I am right there more important. The host, and find a host who doesn't agree with it, who doesn't agree with me. Find one. Find just one. Just find me one. Next up, all I did was link to my fucking YouTube channel. As for your function being a charity, so fucking what? You know, if I start going off on that, then I'm just going to lose my freaking mind. Okay, if you want to turn on your channel while you're brushing your teeth or while you're turning it down on a box of puppy dogs, you know, to watch them grow, that's one thing. If you're using Blog TV as a vehicle to try to do good, to try to raise money for kids that are suffering with the disease, to try to raise money for them, then yeah, it is a little bit more important than some regular, everyday Joe Schmo show. I'm going to stop because I'm just going to lose my mind. And again, I would challenge one person. I'd find somebody who wouldn't agree with that. You're the only person in your rowboat, man. You're the only person. It's so fucking what? Make me lose my mind. If you have to put ball and chains around everyone's ankles, then maybe you should stop hosting. There are enough rules in this world to obey. I'd agree. There's a lot of rules in this world to obey. There's only 3 rules in that room, and those are common sense rules. As for putting balls and chains around them, no, because ops know it. And like I said, I'll be the first to admit there were a lot of kicks that were wrong, and I took ops away from some people, and I talked to ops whenever I do found it. The Ultimate Nihilist went off the other day and just de-opped everybody in his room because they were doing unnecessary kicks and giving ops without permission. These rules are not complicated. They're not complicated, okay? Maybe you can't follow them because you say right there you were drinking, but these are not complicated. In the last part of the email, you say, I was also not misbehaving. Yes, you were. And Blog TV has a history of unnecessary kicking and banning without warning, which is why I find it so offensive. If you find it so offensive, then leave the room. If you find Blog TV so offensive, then don't come to Blog TV. That's all I can tell you. You know, George Carlin had a line about if you listen to the radio and you find something so offensive, then there are 2 knobs. One turns the station, one turns it off. If you find it so offensive, you can't hold me accountable for what happens in anyone else's room or how they run their shows. I've been in ZJ's show, and ZJ will not opt anyone, and everyone can just post the whole 9 yards. Okay, that's how ZJ chooses to run ZJ's show. Greg chose to run his show with ops and only following 3 basic rules. Don't pimp your stuff. Don't be trolling. And just have an open mind whenever you come in there. He also links to one of his videos, but that's going to go over the 10-minute mark, so I'm not going into that. But I actually came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things right off the bat that I was also going to go off on, but I'm done with this video. I will do the next one, which will have all the stuff from the charity event. and then I will be moving to this location, so feel free to hit that up and subscribe if you want to. And like I said again, I invite TLSlayer to make a return video explaining exactly why he thinks that he's right and I'm wrong, but in this, you've got an uphill battle, and you're going to need another ore for that rowboat. Alright, thanks much. Y'all take care.